Hello everyone, I am La Catrina and welcome to the second annual Catrina event for Camille Playhouse. This year's going to be a little bit different than last year, but the love, the music, the memories will be all just the same. Join me this evening for a night full of music, dancing, and tons of entertainment. Bienvenidos a la fiesta virtual de La Catrina del Camille Playhouse. Yo soy La Catrina, voy a ser tu anfitriona en este programa de música, baile, recuerdos y mucho amor. Celebrating Dia de los Muertos has been a long-standing Mexican tradition. Its roots are in ancient indigenous cultures and elements of Spanish mixed in, protected by UNESCO. It's a festival where it's not only believed that our loved ones come by and cross a mysterious plane, but it's more than that. It's a festival of life and to remember those that have passed on. La Catrina is also referred to as the Queen of the Dead, and Dia de los Muertos is sometimes referred to as Mexican Halloween. But let me tell you a little something inaccurate. I'm actually a little bit offended that someone would even say that. La Catrina has been around for a very long time, and so has Dia de los Muertos. In fact, even longer. I've had many representations of me, but originally I started out as a protest cartoon drawn by the Mexican artist Jose Guadalupe Posada. He was trying to mock the indigenous women that would dress up in fine clothing, such as myself, discarded by the rich Spanish women of the town. His friend Diego, who's also a Mexican artist, in turn wanted to mock Posada, including myself, La Catrina, in his now famous painting, Sueño de una tarde dominical en la Alameda Central, which was painted in 1947. I guess you could say I was a muse. You might actually recognize me from a well-known film called Spectre with James Bond. Did you know that scene forever changed Dia de los Muertos? The day was already declared World Heritage Site by the UN, protecting the tradition that is never lost. But that scene in the beginning, where they have that big festival, it actually turned into an annual event in Mexico City. So Dia de los Muertos and Catrina became synonymous with Mexico, with festivals, and with fall. But never the Mexican Halloween, and I am not the Queen of the Dead. Let's get that straight. I am La Catrina. I celebrate passion, death, Mexico, heritage, and above all, life and hope. So for our first entertainment segment for tonight, we have the internationally well-known dance called La Negra. Please enjoy. ¡Sí, señor! Wow, what a beautiful dance. I kind of almost wanted to join, but I'm more of an interpretive dancer, so I feel like it would have definitely messed up the flow. Anyways, principal archangels of the year's Catrina's event are Emmy Garcia, Estela Garcia, and Maria Estela Garcia. We would love to thank the Garcia family for supporting the Camille since the 70s, and still to this day. If you would like to make a donation to the Camille, please contact the Camille Playhouse or any of the board members. Speaking of board members, are you familiar with Sylvia Lester? Girl, you better be, because she's been on the stage for a while and she has the most beautiful voice and the most wonderful acting. So the next song that we're gonna have is by Sylvia Lester, and it's the heart-wrenching La Media Vuelta.
Porque yo quiero que te vayas. A la hora que yo quiera te detengo. Yo sé que mi cariño te hace falta porque quieras o no. Yo soy tu dueña. Yo quiero que te vayas por el mundo. Quiero que conozcas mucha gente. Yo quiero que te besen otros labios para que me compares hoy como siempre. Si encuentras un amor que te comprenda y sientas que te quiere más que nadie, entonces y yo daré la media vuelta y me iré con el sol cuando muera la tarde. Entonces y yo daré la media vuelta y me iré con el sol cuando muera la tarde. Encuentras un amor que te comprenda y sientas que te quiere más que nadie, entonces yo daré la media vuelta que me iré con el sol cuando muera la tarde. Entonces yo daré la media vuelta que me iré con el sol cuando muera la tarde.
La Media Vuelta by Sylvia Lester. What an amazing performance. I'm so glad that y'all were able to see that with us. Following that act is a really big task, but there's one man for the job, and that's Joey Lamar. This is gonna be his rendition of Volver, so time to bring out that tequila, girl, because you're gonna need it.
Amor apasionado, anda todo alborotado por volver. Voy camino a la locura y aunque todo me tortura, sé querer. Nos dejamos hace tiempo, pero me llegó el momento de perder. Tú tenías mucha razón, le hago caso al corazón y me muero por volver. Y volver, volver, volver a tus brazos otra vez. Llegarás a donde estés, yo sé perder, quiero volver, volver, volver. Nos dejamos hace tiempo, pero me llegó el momento de perder. Tú tenías mucha razón, le hago caso al corazón y me muero por volver y volver, volver, volver a tus brazos otra vez. Llegarás a donde estés, yo sé perder, quiero volver, volver, volver.
What a wonderful performance by Joey. As to be expected, he always does an amazing job. Well, here I am with my tequila. Hope you're doing the same. The next act is going to be by Lizette Cruz, and she's going to be singing the song La Llorona, a classic from a classic lady.
Salías de un templo un día, llorona, cuando al pasar yo te vi. Salías de un templo un día, llorona, cuando al pasar yo te vi. Hermoso y vil llevabas, llorona, que la Virgen te creí. Hermoso y vil llevabas, llorona, que la Virgen te creí. Ay de mí, llorona, 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 de un campo lirio. Ay de mí, llorona, 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 de un campo lirio. El que no sabe de amores, llorona, no sabe lo que es martirio. El que no sabe de amores, llorona, no sabe lo que es martirio. No sé qué tienen las flores, llorona, las flores de un campo santo. No sé qué tienen las flores, llorona, las flores de un campo santo. Que cuando las mueve el viento, llorona, parece que está llorando. llorando, que cuando las mueve el viento llorona parece que está llorando. Ay de mí, llorona, 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 llévame al río. Ay de mí, llorona, 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 llévame al río. Tápame con tu hermoso, llorona, porque me muero de frío. Tápame con tu hermoso, llorona, porque me muero de frío.
What a wonderful performance. Thank you so much, Lizette, for being part of this event, and I hope you all enjoyed it just as much as I did. If you'd like to donate to the Camille, there's a wonderful opportunity. We're doing a raffle where you can buy a ticket for $55 and you can pick from 4 different prizes. Option A is a Tennessee whiskey tasting. Option 2 is actually going to be a getaway to your favorite city in a private apartment. Option 3 is going to be a virtual wine tasting where you get wine from Italy. And then option 4 is going to be an interview with an actor from Broadway. Here are the 3 grand dames of the Camille, with Camille Leitner right in the middle. When is the raffle, you say? It's going to be on November 2nd, the day of Dia de los Muertos, not to be confused with the Mexican Halloween, because that doesn't exist. It's going to be November 2nd at 7 p.m., so make sure to go on the Camille Playhouse website where you can find the link. And now for a fan favorite. I'm sure that you've heard of her name. Sofia Esteve is going to be singing a song for us today. Without a doubt, you've seen her on the Camille stage and many wonderful shows. Recently seen in Steel Magnolias, I believe. Today she will be singing Amor a la Mexicana.
Compasión no quiero, lástima no quiero, quiero un amor duro que me puede hacer vibrar. Tu sabor yo quiero, tu sudor yo quiero, quiero tu locura que me haga delirar. Puro caña, puro amor, amor a la mexicana. De cumbia, guapango y son, caballo, bota y sombrero, tequila, tabaco y ron, amor a la mexicana, caliente, rayo y sol, despacio y luego me mata, mi macho de corazón, amor a la mexicana, de cumbia, guapango y son, caballo, bota y sombrero, tequila, tabaco y ron, amor a la mexicana, calienta el ritmo del sol, despacio y luego me mata, mi macho de corazón, amor a la mexicana, amor a la mexicana, amor a la mexicana. Amor a la mexicana. Suavecito quiero, bien rudo lo quiero, quiero que me llegue hasta el fondo del corazón. Lento yo lo quiero, siempre más lo quiero, quiero que me espante hasta el perder la razón. caballo, bota y un sombrero, tequila, tabaco y ron, amor a la mexicana, calienta el ritmo del sol, despacio y luego me mata, mi macho de corazón, amor a la mexicana, de Cuba, Pango y son, caballo, bota y sombrero, tequila, tabaco y ron, amor a la mexicana, calienta el ritmo del sol, despacio y luego me mata, mi macho de corazón, amor a la mexicana. Suavecito, despacito, yo no quiero al cariño del arrillo, yo me muero.
Thank you so much, Sophia. It's always such a treasure to see you perform. You're one of the most talented people I know and one of the kindest. Thank you so much for being a part of tonight. Next, we have a special treat from Chef Celia and Chiqui Samano, two fan favorites at the Camille Playhouse.
Good evening, friends of Camille Playhouse. This is Chef Celia in Gourmet Central, and this is my mom, Chiqui. And we're here tonight to talk about the legend of the altar de Dia de Muertos. And it is an amazing story. When you're building an altar, you always have to have 7 steps.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And these 7 steps, do you know what they mean?
I do, but I'd rather let you.
Okay, they're the 7 steps to get through purgatory, my God,
Purgatory.
and to get to
Heaven.
So, in each one, it represents everything that's favorite, and this is a Catholic tradition. The only thing is, this was brought from the Spaniards into Mexico, and when the indigenous people got the story, then they started adding the color of the folklore and the different things. Now, there's 3 things that are very important to start a altar, and these are things that are going to guide our spirits, our loved ones, to come down to heaven to come and visit. You know what they are?
Yes, but I want you to tell me.
Okay, it is the cempasúchil flower,
Yes.
the candles, and the papel picado. Why the flower? You're doing it right now.
I know.
It smells.
It's the odor. It just guides them down from heaven to know where they're coming down.
The odor is so potent that they can smell it. And then the papel picado, they hang it because when the wind hits it, they can follow the noise.
Yes.
And the candles are the ones that will guide them through the darkness because they travel 3 or 4 days to get down to earth. Okay? Now, on our first step, the first thing we want, like we were talking, it is from, it's Catholic. We have a cross. And the cross can be made of lime. Ashes.
Lime. Our seed.
Or seeds.
So we made it from seeds.
Yes, I made it from seeds. I had a lot of beans. So I put my little cross right there. And this is what starts our steps to heaven. Then another thing that's really important is the water. You want to hold it for me? You know why the water is there? Because our spirits have been walking and walking to get here, and they will be thirsty. So we want to have some refreshment when they get here. Then the next step is who we're honoring. And sometimes you just want to put everybody that you've lost during the years. You want their pictures there. I put my grandparents. I wanted to honor them. And My grandfather's been gone for maybe more than 30
35 years, more than-
and my grandmother's going on 15, 16 years. So those were the ones I wanted to honor, and my dad. But most of the time you can put everyone that maybe passed on to this year, but you just want to remember them, and it's very important. We're honoring Granny, Grandpa, and my dad. So you want to make sure that we're going to get their favorite food and drink, because I'll tell you in a minute. Let me show you. We have the skulls, and the skulls, a lot of times we'll put the names of those people. I didn't do it today, but they're sugar skulls, and I couldn't find them here in the States. But in Mexico, they also have the chocolates.
Oh, that's right.
And chocolate is really important, and we'll go on. That's the second level, so it's our skulls and our pictures of the loved ones. Now, here is the part I like. It's their food. And my grandfather loved
mole with rice.
with mole and rice, which is one of the typical ones for Dia de Muerto. My grandmother liked flautas,
and
quesadillas, and sopes. So that's what we put right here. Then we have the fruit. There always has to be fruit. And we were talking that they could smell really well. Our ghosts or saints or our dead can have a really good sense of smell. And so when they get here, they smell all the things they love, the food. So they'll come, they'll grab it, and when they're doing this, they're taking all the flavor, the fruit. They claim that the next day after the Dia de Muertos, which is November the 2nd, and the 1st and the 2nd, those are Dia de Muertos and Dia de Santos.
Yes.
When the 3rd comes around, and if you try to eat the food or eat the fruit, they won't have any taste.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I didn't remember that.
Well, they take away the smell. They get all the smell, and they take it with them, so it'll last for a whole year. Wow. So that's really nice. Now we're going into the next step, and that is drink and the sweetness, the pan de muerto. And with the drink, my grandmother liked the tequila, and Grandpa liked the wine.
Yes.
So we put those two. And the pan de muerto, this is really interesting, Mom, and I don't know if you remember, but the round is for the souls.
Our souls are round, they claim.
They claim that the souls are round, so you can never lose your soul. That's why the pan de muerto is round. And then the sides are the bones, and that's what we become after we pass.
Okay.
And that's why the skulls. It's a representation of what we will look like once we come down.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the Catrina and all that. Another thing that always has to go with the pan de muerto is chocolate, hot chocolate.
Ooh.
So I have it's like, so remember, after they leave, it won't smell anymore. And then the next one, that's the nice part. This is what they love. This is how we remember them. Then the next step is purification before they go into purgatory. So we always want to have some salt, incense with the odor of copal. Copal, and you always want to have it on when the family comes to visit the altar, because like that, when our spirits come, they will purify them, so they'll be ready to go into purgatory.
Oh,
so how do you think what that?
Beautiful.
Oh, there's one important, and this one I love. It's a little dog.
It's a dog.
It's a dog, and this dog is the Aztec dog is called the chorroscuincle. Why is it in our altar? If we would have had a child that had passed away during the year, you want a little dog in your altar, and you know why? This dog will be the one that will guide that child, and for him not to be afraid, they put a little dog with him, because the dog will take care of him as he goes into the unknown. So this is really cool.
Yes.
And then we'll go to purgatory. And here you always want a skull. You want the candles. You want to make sure that the flowers are there.
And the more flowers?
The more flowers. And that's why we're using our flower dresses, because the more flowers that are around the altar is how much you love those people that left.
Yes.
So you want to put a lot of flowers. And then you have purgatory here. We have the angel in the middle, and we have those that are trying to climb out of the water to climb into heaven.
Yes.
So that's heaven is our last step. And our last step is the 7th. We have our flowers, we have our candles, and I forgot
My St. Jude.
St. Jude, because that was Grandpa's favorite. But the Virgen de Guadalupe was my grandmother. So you always have to have your saints, your favorite saints, or their favorite saints, and then your cross. And that will open the door to go to heaven.
Go to heaven.
And now, one of the things is, that's why I have my papel picado. You always have to have, or around your altar, or in back of your altar, the papel picado. Because one thing I forgot, I did tell you that making the noise will guide them.
That's why it has those little holes.
Yes, but the movement of the papel picado, and that's why they have the skulls, this is what opens heaven to earth. The noise and the papel picado will open them so they can visit for 2 days, visit their families, get the smells that they like.
And they go back.
And then on the second at night at 12 o'clock, the papel picado will guide them back to heaven.
Wow.
And I hope you like this
How
legend.
interesting.
¿Verdad? I think it's wonderful. And hopefully next year we'll have another legend to share with them, right?
Yes.
So have a good evening, enjoy the show, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye now.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you so much, Chef Celia and Miss Chicky, for a wonderful time. Camille fan favorites, y'all. Do you guys miss the dancing? Because I know I do. And don't worry, I'm not gonna join in. The next song and dance is gonna be done by the well-known Jarabe Tapatio. Please enjoy. What a great dance. Almost wanted me to make me tap my little toes a little bit. The next lady needs no introduction. You know her very well. Her name is Velma de los Santos, and today she's going to be singing a beautiful song called Amor Eterno. What a beautiful performance, Velma. Always do such a magnificent job. Such an amazing and beautiful voice. Great job, from diva to diva. Next is our special guest star of the evening, Eduardo Rocha. He is a well-known performer, fashion designer, you name it, he's done it all. A producer even. He's actually from Matamoros and also Brownsville, Texas. Today he's gonna be singing a beautiful song. He has a gorgeous voice. I might even trade him in for Daniel Craig. Anyway, today he's gonna be singing Dos Gardenias.
Dos gardenias para ti, con ellas quiero decir, te quiero, te adoro, mi vida. Ponles toda tu atención, que serán tu corazón y el mío. Dos gardenias para ti, que tendrán todo el calor de un beso, de esos besos que te di y que jamás encontrarás en el calor de otro querer. A tu lado vivirán y te hablarán como cuando estás conmigo. Y hasta creerán que te dirán, te quiero. Pero si un atardecer las gardenias de mi amor se mueren, es porque han adivinado que tu amor me ha traicionado, porque existe otro querer. A tu lado vivirán y te hablarán como cuando estás conmigo. Y hasta creerán que te dirán, ay, te quiero. Pero si un atardecer las gardenias de mi amor se mueren, es porque han adivinado que tu amor me ha traicionado, porque existe otro querer. Es porque han adivinado que tu amor me ha traicionado, porque existe otro querer.
Though I have to say goodbye, remember me. love we have live on, and know that